All right. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? This is the main event. It doesn't get any more Joe Dispenza than this, unless, of course, you go to one of his events. But this is the 4-hour pineal gland meditation. We're going to be getting started here at 10 o'clock. So thank you, everybody, for showing up. Let me know who's on here so I don't feel weird. There's no cover charge. We don't charge anything. We don't ask for any donations. Just all we ask is just right where you're from. That's all we ask. So, yeah, I'm getting I got all primed up today. I just took an ice bath, so I'm good to go. Did about 7 minutes in the ice bath. I hate to brag. And so I'm nice and relaxed and calm and chilled out. So, let's see who's on here. Let me see if I can see who's on here. Dana's on here. Mia Pia's on here. I know I'm getting started a little. Rosario made it. All right. I figured I would start a little pregame show before we get started here. Start getting people on. And so, yeah, I've been having people reach out to me, that asked me, they wanted to do the 4-hour, but they just didn't think. They were like, man, do you have any tips or any ideas what you could do for the 4-hour, pineal gland? They're worried they're going to fall asleep. They're worried that they can't make it. They're worried they're going to get bored or their mind's going to get all active. And I told several of them that, I think it's just kind of people getting afraid that, they don't want to do it for 4 hours. I get it. It's a long time, but I guarantee you've done something that was a lot less interesting for 4 hours. And the worst case scenario thing that could happen during this meditation is you just fall asleep. And most of you are probably going to do that anyway. With the exception of a few of you, I think y'all might be waking up over in the Netherlands or somewhere else over in Europe. But so yeah, that's kind of my take on that. But I would get excited about when you're in there and you feel like giving up. Get excited about, what it could look like in 3 hours or 4 hours, doing something different. Yes, it's Eastern time. Yeah, so it's we're doing it here in about 15 minutes, Mr. Scott. We're going to be doing it Eastern Standard Time. All right, Leah here from Vancouver showed up. All right, got Rosario. But yeah, I would get excited about the idea of what could happen in 3 hours or 4 hours, and don't stress out about it. If you gotta, somebody said, well, what if I gotta pee? Then I'm like, well, then get up and go pee. Don't stress out about it. Stuff happens. So if you get a little hungry, go get a little snack. Don't stress out about it. Just get back in. And don't make that the reason why you should shut down and the whole meditation got messed up. I'd say if one of those things happen, just go use the restroom, come back, and pick up where you left off. And that's what I would do. All right. Melissa from North Carolina just drank some coffee. All right, you're going to be up for a while. This is Melissa we had the other day on the show, on the Monday night meditation. Karen's asking if it's going to be here. That's a good question. I just kind of bring everybody here, and then I create a Zoom link, and then we all go to the Zoom link. So, to answer your question, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to get started in about 14 minutes. So just doing a little pregame here. I hope y'all enjoy listening to me ramble on, because that's probably what I'll do for another 14 minutes. That's right. I got... All right, we got Lexo from the Republic of Georgia. I'm not sure what Tbilisi is, but I'm sure it's a nice town, if that's a town. Sorry, I'm from South Carolina. But, yeah, thanks for coming on. Like I said, this is going to be a 4-hour pineal gland meditation. Don't get scared if you're just kind of checking in and seeing, I don't know, let me just see what it's about. Just come on and do it. Don't be scared. I guarantee you've done a lot of other things for 4 hours that were a lot less interesting. It's just meditating. You're just closing your eyes. You're just putting on a mask, and you're just sitting there and just kind of being quiet for a long time. All right, Rayla made it here. I'm glad you made it. Yeah, don't be scared. Yeah, Rayla was asking me how she was going to get through the 4 hours. I said, you just sit there. Just don't get over. Just get over it. Don't stress out about it. The worst thing that can happen is you just, you fall asleep. You're probably going to do that anyway. All right, Simeon showed up. I think that's how you say your name. From Chicago. All right, Lily's here. Cool. And Dana from Illinois. I know there's going to be some more people coming on because there's a whole handful of people that said they were coming and they aren't on here yet. So, all right, let's see here. Mr. Scott, you sit, lie down, etc. Are you, I don't know if you're asking or if you're letting us know, but yeah, probably so. I haven't really looked into this meditation. We're just going to do whatever he says. That's what we're going to do. We're going to follow the instructions and go with it. So if he says close your eyes, if he says lay down, if he says sit up, we'll just do that. All right, Mr. Scott's from Indiana. I think you were here on Monday. Thanks for showing up again. All right, we got 12 minutes. Somebody told me this was kind of annoying to drink this, but I'm thirsty, excuse me. All right, so somebody has a question here. Can you explain a little about what's the difference in regular meditation and pineal gland meditation? Well, for one, most other meditations I've seen, they're anywhere between like 5 minutes and an hour, and this one's 4 hours. So that's a distinct difference right there. But I will say that this pineal gland meditation, and this is just my opinion, that Dr. Joe Dispenza has kind of created it to kind of focus on that area, to really harp in on it, to try to create and connect with the deep meditation, to be able to maybe have a mystical experience. So some of the strategies and techniques that he uses throughout the meditation is just really geared towards trying to really open that pineal gland up and really have you blast off in outer space. That would be my difference. That would be the difference. But it's just kind of pushed in that direction, and it's a lot longer as well too. You might hear some familiar music from other meditations that he has. So, but that's what the difference would be. So Dana's asking me, how long have you been doing ice baths? Well, I guess I started doing them in the pandemic before my brother was dying. As I've said before, my brother was dying. I was just kind of during the pandemic, and I was grabbing at straws, trying to figure out how to just settle my mind down every night and not get so anxious and worked up about it because it was tough to see somebody die in slow motion. So anyway, I kind of went off on a tangent, but to answer your question, I've been doing ice baths for, I guess, about 3 years. But if you see Rayla on here, she's on here. If you want to connect with her, she's got like a whole business of doing ice baths in Pensacola, Florida. And it's called Pixie. Here she is right here. Pixie Productions. And so she does a whole ice baths all the time, every day. She kind of sets them up for people and travels around with it. So she's a good resource to reach out to if you want to know more about it. But that's how long I've been doing it for about 3 years, I guess. And I don't know, there's times where I do them every day, and then there's times where I just kind of, I do them probably, I may take a month off or something, I'm not, it's hard to get a bunch of ice and do that every day. But there's other ways of doing it. All right, so we got about 18 people on here. If you're new on here, you can subscribe to the channel. We're going to get started with the pineal gland meditation. If you don't know what that is, it's just really just a long meditation, and it's going to just focus on trying to open up your pineal gland. And what will happen from that? I don't know. I think everybody's going to have a different experience, so it'll be interesting to find out. This is the big event. This is about as Dr. Joe Dispenza as you could get without going to one of his events. So Rita's here. She's not doing it in the middle of the night because she's from the Netherlands. She's probably doing it. It's probably like 9 o'clock in the morning, her time somewhere. I'm guessing it might be earlier, but I think it's in the morning time for you. So glad you could join us, Rita, from the Netherlands. Got somebody from the Republic of Georgia, Indiana here, Chicago. And Nico made it. He's from everywhere in the world. Every time he comes on, he's from a different place. Canada, Mexico, Italy. He's a world traveler. I saw that message earlier, Nico. We're going to This meditation, we're not going to just stack a brick. We're going to build a house with this meditation. I believe it. All right, so Rita says it's 4 a.m. where she's at. All right, well, you're doing it at a good time then, I guess. Whatever. Any time to meditate is a good time. We're going to get started in 7 minutes. And I may wait for a couple minutes after, just for the people that might show up late. Because I'm one of those people that could show up late. But I won't wait forever. Just a couple of minutes. If y'all think it's weird just looking at my face and kind of just hearing me talk and being awkward, silent every once in a while, you should try being on this end. It's a lot weirder, I promise you. I guarantee you. All right. All right, who else do we have on here? We got about 20 people. Like I said, there's no cover charge. If you could just tell us where you're from. That's all we ask for. Don't be scared. It's just the internet. Everybody's on it. We can find you. We can find you even if you weren't on it. All right. It's 4 a.m. for the Verhone people. I'm sorry I forgot your name, but I believe you're from Germany. So thanks for showing up. All right. Gina from Chicago. Yes, Dr. Joe recommends you do it at 4 a.m. Or I think it's 3 a.m. or something like that. But, you know, I really think the reason for him saying that and doing that is he's got some science behind it. Like, you know, that's the time when the melatonin is the highest in your body. But I also think that it's a time where that melatonin is probably strong to where you start to really quit caring about what's going on because you're so tired and it's so late at night. And then that's where you really start to just let go and you don't have those racing thoughts trying to fight this thing. You're just kind of like, whatever. All right, let's see what happens. That's my personal opinion. I find that when I'm extremely tired, I have the most profound meditations for some reason. That's when it seems to work out. And when I first found meditation, it was because I only slept for like 2 hours. And so for me, my experience, there's something to that for sure. When I'm tired and I want to go to bed and I'm like, oh gosh, I should meditate. And I try to force myself to say, just put the mask on for 5 minutes. You'll like it. You know, I try to, and so I put it on once I get started. I go, oh yeah, this is going to be a good ride right here. So I may be exhausted, but I'll have a great meditation. Get a lot of work done that way. So we got 5 minutes. This is the main event. Loretta's here, the German Shepherd mom. She's not from Germany. She's from North Carolina, but she has dogs that are named German Shepherds. I know that because she told me. I got Den from New York. I think that's how you say your name. I'm from South Carolina. We probably say a lot of things wrong. So if I get it wrong, I apologize. Linda from St. Louis, Missouri. All right. I was up in St. Louis, and they make a big deal about the toasted raviolis up there. I had them. I thought they were pretty good. If that's your thing up there in St. Louis, I don't know. They told me that I had to get those. So I like the toasted raviolis. I like a lot of food. I like good food. All right, Rita's asking, do we need to have an intention or wish or nothing? Well, I tell you what, Dr. Joe on this meditation, he's going to kind of talk about 5-7 minutes up front before it starts. And so he'll give you all the instructions that you need, and we're just going to go with that. And whatever he says, we'd probably just go about doing that. So, but I mean, you can set an intention. You can do whatever you want to, Rita. You're in the Netherlands. No, we're not going to stop you. All right, Coan Van is from the Netherlands, also 4 a.m., meditating towards the sunrise. Thank you for showing up. All right. We're getting close. 3 minutes here. And, all right. In the Know says this is epic. Yeah, I tell you, if anybody's nervous about doing the 4 hours, it's just 4 hours. I know I said this a little earlier, but a lot more people showed up, but it's just 4 hours. I guarantee you that you've done a lot less interesting things for 4 hours. We planned this out, been talking about it for a month and a half or 2 months. You got nothing else to do. There's nothing to do. I mean, you could probably find reasons not to do it, but the worst case scenario is that you just fall asleep. And most of you are probably going to do that anyway. So that's the worst case scenario. So I wouldn't stress out about it. Like I said, someone asked me earlier, what if I have to use the restroom? What if I have to get hungry? Well, if you got to use the restroom, just go use the restroom. And when you come back, just jump in. And just jump in. If you got to get a little something to eat, just go get something to eat. Satisfy your mind there, and then jump back in on the meditation. We got 4 hours here. Is there a Zoom link? Yes, I'm going to get one here in just a minute. But it's 9:58. We're just corralling everybody together. All right, Lisa from the Netherlands as well, too. Rita, you brought the whole country over with you. I don't know if y'all know each other, but we got the whole country of Netherlands here. Rita says she's nervous. Don't be nervous now. It's nothing to be nervous about. It's just like a 5-minute meditation, except it's for 4 hours. Oh, Lord. Yep. It'll be just fine. I'll be excited to see what some of y'all's experiences will be. I'm excited to see what my experience will be. Maybe nothing, but I guarantee you, don't have the thought of like, what if I waste my time? You're not wasting your time if you're sitting here for 4 hours meditating. You're not. You may not have a profound experience, but you might. I guarantee you. I think with all these people that are going to be on here, I think somebody's going to have something happen. There's going to be a couple stories, if not more than that, come out of this group, because this is a powerful group. We talk every time we get done meditating, and there's some powerful meditators in this group that show up on a regular basis. So it's 9:59. We got 1 minute. And I'm going to be honest, we're going to wait like 3 to 4 minutes after, because there's people that always show up late and they want to get into the Zoom and they're just kind of finishing things up. I know that's probably annoying for the people that like to start on time. That's just what I decided to do. And so we got a couple more minutes. It's 10 o'clock. But all right, we got Amy from Indiana. Jen made it. You going to make it the whole way through, Jen? Let's see. Is Melissa around? Wanted to thank her again. She is nothing short of a miracle, doing a favor to humanity. Healing is the next evolutionary step for our species. My take on it. Yeah, Melissa was on here just earlier. She said something, so I'm sure she's watching and listening. So I'm assuming she's saying thank you, if she wants to type it in there or something. All right, let me get a Zoom link together, and we'll start getting people over there while I'm still keeping the live stream going, and then we'll get started in just a couple of minutes. So give me just a moment.
Recording in progress.
All right, got Drew. Drew made it. All right, I'm putting a Zoom link in here. I'm sorry. Got Oscar. I'm sorry. I know I did not pronounce that correctly, but I meant well, I promise. All right, so I'm putting a Zoom link in the comments here. For people that, I know there was a couple of people that are kind of new coming on here because I talked to them. If you haven't done that before, just click on the link. It should be pretty self-explanatory. I never do it because I'm on this end, but most people never seem to have a problem. So just click on the link. It'll take you over there, and you'll get into the room. Let's see. It looks like some people are already getting in over there. So if you guys could sit tight over there, I'm going to give it maybe 2 more minutes, and then we're going to get started with the meditation. All right, Jane from Vermont's here.
Greg, you're muted on Zoom. Are you intended to be?
Yes, I intended to be just on YouTube for a few more minutes. I didn't want it to feedback, but I'll give it one.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, that's all right. All right, so if anybody's on YouTube, start coming over to the Zoom link because we're going to be getting started with the meditation in just a few minutes. Make sure you mute yourself so I don't have to mute everybody and babysit. All right, so if anybody's on YouTube, start coming over to the Zoom link because we're going to be getting started with the meditation in just a few minutes. Make sure you... Yes, if you could just make... If everybody could just make sure they're on mute, that would help me out so I don't have to go around and click on everybody. I know there's probably an easier way for me to do it, but I didn't do it like that. All right, 25. All right, here's the Zoom link again for people that are just showing up. We're doing a 4-hour pineal gland meditation. Just click on the link and come and join us. Don't be scared. It's just meditation. We're not hurting anybody. Got 31 people. All right, we're getting there. Again, we're about to get started in 1 minute over here on the Zoom call. So if you're on YouTube, it's time to get over to the Zoom call. We're going to shut this down and start the meditation. We're not going to have anybody come in once the meditation gets started. I'm giving it just 1 more minute. There's still people trying to get over. I can tell. So just please be patient. Some people have a hard time figuring it out. I'm just trying to help them out. All right, got 32 people. All right, is everybody over here? All right, I think we're getting close here. So make sure I think everybody's muted, but if you're not, just make sure you are muted, please. Pavlina showed up. You made it. That's why I waited an extra 5 minutes. I knew people were going to be late like yourself. All right. I'm going to mute you, Pavlina. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and get the meditation started. There is about 7 minutes of talking up front. So if you still got to do something you can hear from a distance, then you can do that. So give me just a second. Jen, will you give me a thumbs up if you can hear it once I play it?
Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening from wherever you are.
I'll see y'all on the other side.
Now, knowledge is the forerunner to experience. The more knowledge you have, the more prepared you are to engage it so that you can teach your body to understand what your mind has understood. The pineal gland meditation is an opportunity to begin to activate latent centers in the brain so that you can begin to tap into frequencies that are carrying information that are from the quantum, that are new opportunities, new unknown experiences, new ways to see things, lucid moments, doors to other dimensions, information and downloads about yourself and your life. When we start off today, we'll do what we've been doing all along. First and foremost is to acknowledge your creative center, right in the center of your chest. I want you to find it. I want you to lock into it. I want you to pay attention to it. And I want you to stay present with it and feel it for one long moment. And then, when you activate that center with your attention, your breath, moving it slowly and deeply is to work with your body to relax enough to feel an elevated emotion. If you're living in tension or vigilance or fear or anger, it's difficult to open your heart because you usually are feeling another emotion. So as you breathe, you slow your breathing down, you slow your brain waves down, and you start activating that autonomic system. So you breathe slowly and deeply. And as you breathe naturally, you'll start to feel an elevated emotion. Don't make it mechanical. You start to breathe, you start to feel it, just start getting lifted. You just start opening your heart. You just start, whatever it is, gratitude, joy, inspiration, a love for life, whatever it takes for you to start feeling. And once you lock into that feeling, once again, stay with it.
If anybody's watching on Facebook, you're going to have to come to the YouTube channel to get the link. You can't find the link in Facebook, so you got to come to YouTube.
Begins to create.
Anybody's
Then
watching on Facebook, you're going to have to come to
once
the
you put
YouTube
your
channel to
attention
get the
on it,
link.
it expands.
You can't find the link.
Once you put your attention on it and become more aware of it, you're causing it to become more real. Then we'll tune in to the space of this room, and I'll ask you to just tune in to the energy of the mystical. And I want you to become the entire space, that void that fills this entire room. Those of you at home, just fill the space of your room that you're in. As you sense it and pay attention to it, once again, we're selecting a frequency that everybody can tune into. You with me still? Then the music will change. One song to pull the mind out of the body. Now, for those people that are on the streaming that are wondering what this breath is, it's a simple breath. I'm going to ask you to blow air out of your nose. And when you blow air out of your nose, try it. You notice that your muscles in your lower abdomen and upper abdomen naturally contract. So as you blow air out, then you're going to inhale. When you inhale, you lift up your